Hey everyone, this is my TBR for the next 3 months, October to December. I will probably be publishing this video before I do my reviews for the last 3 months just because there has been a bunch of family stuff going on. First off, I actually finished this just recently and it's pretty heavy going. So therefore, my first book is going to be Further Doings of Millie Molly Mandy by Joyce Lankester Brisley. It's a very thin book. It's very easy to read. I make no apologies. The stories in Millie Molly Mandy are just gorgeous, totally joyful. It's a world that's just so cute and sweet. They're the kind of stories that just make you feel inspired and enthusiastic about life. And it's got a cool map too. All right, back to more serious things. I am going to be reading the third book in the Wheel of Time, The Dragon Reborn. I'll read this after watching the second season of Wheel of Time. I haven't done that yet, so I will finish watching that and then I shall read this. I'm really looking forward to this one because a lot of people say this is one of their favourite ones. They say this is where the Wheel of Time really comes into its own. All right, another, for want of a better word, kids book, the second Jungle Book. I read the first Jungle Book a couple of years ago, so I'm just going to read this because then I will be done with them. This is one of those books that's been on my shelf for probably about 35 years. Just never got around to reading it, so now's the time. Okay, some more Arthur C. Clarke. I read Against the Fall of Night around the beginning of this year or end of last year. Gregory Benford wrote a sequel called Beyond the Fall of Night. I've never read anything by Gregory Benford, so it's going to be interesting to see whether he's able to capture the flavour of Arthur C. Clarke and whether it's a worthy successor. Alrighty, Dan Brown, The Lost Symbol. It's been quite a while since I read any Dan Brown, The Da Vinci Code, etc. This is the next one of his that is on my list to read. As always, Dan Brown, a little bit dodgy and loose with the facts in terms of history, but he's very enjoyable to read, so looking forward to that one. Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. Apparently Bill Gates highly recommends this book. My daughter said it's a mixture of Ready Player One and Masters of Doom, which are two books that I gave 5 stars to, so I'm very much looking forward to this one. Also reading some non-fiction of Dice and Men by David Ewalt, the story of Dungeons and Dragons and the people who play it, i.e. people like me. This is right up my alley. I collect old Dungeons and Dragons and I enjoy reading about the history of it, so this is going to be great. And lastly, Neal Stephenson, Quicksilver. This is volume 1 of the Baroque cycle. This is a trilogy that has been on my TBR for quite a while. It's one of those ones that's like, okay, this is 1,000 pages and then the next two are about 1,000 pages each. So a little bit daunting, but I love Neal Stephenson. I've read basically everything up to this. I've read Cryptonomicon, I've read Anathem, which was the first 200 pages of Anathem is pretty crazy, but fantastic book. So it's just one of those ones that I just haven't gotten around to, and hopefully I will get to it. I doubt I will finish this by December, but I'd like to make a start on it. Yeah, love me some Neal Stephenson. So as always, a little bit eclectic. I'd be interested to know which of these you are interested in hearing my thoughts on. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. I will probably be looking over there for some reason. Hey!